Hey all, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders. This one's about to be really different because we have a special guest rehousing after having a conversation about the fact that if, God forbid, anything happens to me, there's nobody else in the house that really knows how to work with the spiders. We decided that we would kill two birds with one stone. A, would get Billy on camera finally, and B, we'd get to have her do her first rehousing. She's never rehoused a spider before, although she's helped me with hundreds of them. So I figured it'd be a cool way to kind of let people see what a rehousing looks like, somebody doing it for the first time, because I know I do a lot of them. They go pretty well. I'm fairly experienced with them, but I figured it would be even more, I don't know, encouraging to see somebody do one that hasn't done a bunch of them before. So enough of me talking. Let's get on to Billy's Big Spiders. Okay, this is going to be a rehousing video, but we're going to put a little twist on this. So basically, while walking the other day, or a couple weeks ago, Billy and I were talking about the fact that I'm the only one in the house that does all the rehousings and everything, and if something should happen to me, God forbid, and somebody needs to take care of the spiders, we kind of need somebody else here to be able to do the rehousings and stuff. And she's watched me do a million of them, so we're going to do a spouse rehouse here, where Billy is going to go ahead and rehouse.
B.Cabocla.
That was good. She's rehearsed this like 30 times since we've done it. She's obviously very nervous. So we got Billy on. There we go, finally, for everybody that's been waiting to see Billy in action. And again, we were talking about the fact a lot of people wanted to see her on camera because she's been doing this for quite a while and supporting me doing all the filming and whatnot. And we figured, you know what, instead of just having her appear on camera, let's have her do something that's, I don't know, useful. So I am on the camera, so it's probably not going to be as good today, but what we're going to do is we got this species here. Now, just to give you a little background, as I zoom in, I actually bred this girl recently, and I have the pairing video. I may put it up on here and just show a clip of it. I do want to post it at some point. But unfortunately, what happened was she was bred, I got the male out, everything went great, she made a sack, and then 2 days later ate the sack. Now, I think it's I don't think, I'm pretty positive it's my fault, because as you can see, the enclosure, I do like to keep the females in their regular enclosures, and I bred her in this one, but it's not only a little tight, but if you'll notice, it dries out very quickly. And I think what happened is she tried to burrow when she made the egg sac, and unfortunately she was probably trying to burrow to moister earth to keep the egg sac, properly humid or properly hydrated. And what happened was she made the egg sac, kept it for a couple days, and ate it. And usually when they eat sacs, it means that they've detected something that makes them think that they're not going to be able to carry it all the way. At least that's a common theory. So that was my fault. So what we were going to do is put her in this new enclosure over here that offers much more space and, I don't know if we can see here, much more depth with some moist substrate in the bottom, so she can hopefully this time around get impregnated, lay her sack, and keep it and not eat it, because that was nasty. And I was very disappointed because you can't get this species anymore. And in the US, because of basically there's issues importing Brazilian species. I'm not going to get into that whole hoopla. But they're going to be harder to come by, and I love the spider and this species. So here we go. Billy is going to go ahead and do the rehousing. I am going to tape. This could be a huge debacle. No, I think it's going to go well. And as always, if anything goes wrong, nobody will ever see it, not because we're not trying to show things going wrong, but because I'm on standby to help out just the same way she is when I do the rehousings. So she's going to go ahead and cup the spider, and I'm going to go ahead and find a better point of view. Man, you make this look easy. You probably want to come from behind. No, you want to tap it from behind. You never want to come from the front.
All right, so
So you want to switch hands.
Paintbrush.
Use the cardboard. Just tap with the cardboard.
Okay. There. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on. She's not really moving very much.
Now, if you want to switch up and try to use the
Paintbrush?
paintbrush. All right, I'm going to admit right off the bat, you make this look a lot easier because I'm having a hard time figuring out which angle. Use the brush end of the paintbrush.
Okay. Don't kick me. Oh, you baby. There you go. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. Move your booty. Come on.
Now you want to
That doesn't
switch.
work.
Now you want to switch the cardboard.
Okay.
Woo! Not bad at all. Hold on, hold on. Remember, you got to do it.
Okay,
You've
so
done this a
here's
million times.
The beautiful girl right here that we were putting into her new enclosure.
And I was a little worried we weren't going to have dogs clicking, and now we have the dogs
Yeah,
clicking.
perfect.
You want to show the tail end? I'll take the cardboard out of the way, and I'll. Well, I really don't need it, but hold on. There
In
she
case
is.
bolts, I don't want her to...
All right, go ahead and cup it. Now, I'm going to move over here. Oh,
My cord, your cord.
we're going to trim that part out. This is really tough, so we're going to get her hopefully in here. Now the brush, you want to put the edge all the way down, because in theory we want her to go right down in there. And use the brush end to start.
Go ahead. There you go.
Perfect. Boom.
Beautiful.
Nice job. So there she is, B.Cabocla, Brazilian Redhead. Billy's not sweating too badly right now.
No, I'm not.
She's trembling though. I don't know if that's showing on camera.
Trembling.
And the idea of doing this too is the fact that I do a lot of these videos and obviously do a lot of demonstrations on how to rehouse. And I think I've heard from a lot of people, especially lately, that they appreciate those because it kind of gives them confidence when they have to rehouse their own spiders. But it's become obvious, I think, that I'm fairly good at the rehousing thing. I don't have a lot of incidences. So I thought it would be kind of cool to see somebody do a rehousing that hasn't had a lot of experience to show they can go just as smoothly. Granted, with some coaching. I mean, if you're going to do a rehousing video, you're going to have somebody coach you. I think I'm going to say I'm top 3.
Okay.
I won't say number 1. I won't be cocky with it. No, seriously, I did a great job. So there we go. We are going to try to breed her again. I mean, what I will likely do is let her settle into this enclosure here. Hopefully I'll see some webbing. Hopefully, obviously, she's right in here, and we'll adapt this as her burrow. But this is a very visible species, so I expect to find her out and about. And once she's settled in, then we'll try to introduce the male again. And hopefully this time she will find this a little more appropriate for raising an egg sac or keeping an egg sac. And I think it's important to note that a lot of these species, although they do well with dry substrate or in a myriad of conditions, that when you're breeding and trying to get them to produce sacs, you have to pay a little more attention to the moisture levels. And that's where I screwed up on this one, where although I did have the moisten the substrate down before we bred her, I think it evaporated way too quickly. And the burrowing, I do think, was her trying to find a nice place that she could create her sac that would have some, moisture in it. But hopefully this one will help out. We'll get a sac. I really want to produce these guys, and my other female just molted, and she looks like she is breeding size, so we will be breeding her as well, which means I really need to protect that male. So there we go. Excellent job, Billy. B.Cabocla, the Brazilian Redhead, in her new house. Next one, a couple weeks down the road. Hopefully we'll do a breeding video. All right, so that actually went very, very well. And again, I think she did fantastic considering it was her first time, and she's probably going to watch this. So thanks, babe. Appreciate all the help with the camera, everything you do. And I think everybody out there does as well, or else we'd probably have Roner sit on the camera like back in the good old days with shaky camera and constant sniffing. And if Rowan, if you see this, I apologize. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you've never checked out any of my videos before, please feel free to check here and here. Or if you liked it enough that you'd like to subscribe, you can click that one up there. As always, I answer all comments, so please feel free to leave a comment. Even just say hello. It's totally cool. Hope to see you guys all in the next video.